Hi, everybody, and welcome to SunBurst Tarot, where I want to take a look at Sabrina Carpenter has a new album coming out, and I want to see how it's going to do, and the such. So, without further ado, let's get into it. But first things first, reminder: everything that I'm saying is all alleged and for entertainment purposes only. No facts. There's no facts here, just my opinion, psychic downloads, and the such. So if you want to use what I'm saying to help form your own thoughts, opinions, and conclusions, please do so. If you don't want to, you don't have to. So I want to take a look at this general energy around Sabrina and her album coming out. Goodness gracious, sorry for the hiccups. Bleh. So let's see here. It's not going to do as well as people think it's going to. It's not going to move. Did people even know Sabrina Carpenter's new album was releasing on the 29th of August? At midnight? Essentially for pre-order? This isn't going to move or sell very well. Why is this? Bad luck, bad opportunity. Because from material sense, there's a lot of money being put behind her, but it's not going to move. It's not going to sell. She's kind of in a downturn. I'm not sure how or why this is, but because the unseen are, because the hopes and fears here, the world, no one's talking about her. There's nothing being talked about. It's like you're repeating old cycles. The world isn't interested in her or what she has to put out right now because it's an unseen obstacle. Someone's trying to gatekeep her. Someone's trying to, with the strength card, she's coming off strong, but really, I'm looking more at the imagery here. Someone's trying to gatekeep her from going to that next step or going somewhere. Because the negative influence here is, I see through your smoke and mirrors, child, and someone's seeing through her. And so I was like, I don't like that about you. Also, what's going for her? This is like a private feud. Private feud, but with the judgment reversed here. It's like she's not speaking her truth. She's not talking about things that she needs to be talking about because here in the past, the industry put a lot of money behind her, but here in the future, she's just gonna be put on for a show. And we're gonna have to see where we're going. What's gonna be the new thing for her as well. It also seems like because of this album, there's talks of putting on a different contract where you might have less control over what you're doing. It does seem like we're trying to tie you up to see things in a new perspective, in a new way here for her. Also, as I'm getting looked around here, she's going to become, someone's trying to make her become old news rather than new news. Just due to, I'm just being focusing for the first time really on the cobwebs that are actually around the puppet on the strings, right? We're trying to take you into be old news. Just what I see is like, we want to put you into, is she going to Vegas to do a residency? I don't know. This is not going to be very successful for her. Someone wants to kind of put her up. It's like we put so much money into you, but we're not getting any return on investment with you, Sabrina. And we might need to just go put you up in your little Vegas strip sort of residency and just be done with you. Okay. How is Sabrina feeling right now about her album release? Like, what's kind of going on in her mind? I honestly feel that she's cautiously optimistic. She herself is feeling very cautiously optimistic about this new album release. She's kind of excited to see how it does with certain things, but let's just see. Yeah, the Fool. I'm going to start a brand new journey. I got my purse, I got my dog, I got my bag. I'm going on my new way. Why? Because she feels like she's going to get balanced. She's headed towards she's headed towards the arc. She's going to be having all this new, like, her voice, her energy, her power is going to be like being put into this. She's going to be seen as America's, like, not sweetheart per se, but like she's going to be seen as this new girl. She's super excited about the album release. However, from a financial influence, she knows if it doesn't do well, and she's not getting as much backing and or funding as previous projects had. So this feels like it's a little bit more on her own versus previous projects. Hopes and fears, Ace of Pentacles is reversed, is going to fail. This is going to be a really big waste of time, money, and effort. Unseen obstacle, too, with the Four of Swords. Someone does not want her career going well. This is like, I don't see this as sabotage per se, but this is kind of a sense of like, I'm kind of just laying back on my laurels, just waiting to see things. We're not promoting it. We're not going out and doing certain things. She's, she's kind of just waiting and seeing. And I'm like, girl, why are you not out there promoting your album? Why are you not out there giving out sneak peeks or teasers and talking to different people and doing exclusive interviews and the such? Because the negative influence is that she's feeling pretty mighty high and mighty right now. She's like, I'm winning the battle. I'm winning the war. I'm doing really well. Like, my base that I've built is going to carry me through and expand me. She's really, really thinking that she's going to do something here. Go up, 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 and up and up. Especially with the Six of Wands. It's like, I'm winning the battle. She's overconfident. Because what's going for her? Knight of Coins reversed. I think, if I'm not mistaken, she's a Taurus. So, seeing the Knight of Coins, she's being pretty lazy right now. I don't know why. She's being lazy. She's being stuck. She's not going out and doing things slowly and surely. It's like she's kind of gotten to a point, and now that she's gotten to this point, now she's like, okay, now I can ride the coattails, ride the wave of success. And I'm like, girl, no. Because here in the past, the Knight of Wands, I put in a ton of time, money, effort. There's some really cool guitar riffs, I feel like, in this album as well, that people might be really, really intrigued about. However, here in the future, with the Three of Coins, she's like, I got collabs, I've got industry members and other people like who are behind me that I'm doing work with, that everyone wants to work with me. Like, people are going to want to work with her, but just seeing this, like, she's kind of just like, I'm riding the wave of success that I have, and she's not growing it. She's kind of just content with where she's at right now. However, there are worries about money and getting this money in. It feels like this isn't her last shot, but this is going to be, this, like, for her is like, do you make it? Do you break it? It's like this in this transitionary period before like a next like contract comes up, or like a redistributing of the contract, and but she's not putting an effort into this. I don't understand why. And if y'all are gonna come for me like, oh no, and I'm like, I don't know, I didn't even know she was having an album come out. So like, I knew she had the cover and stuff, but okay. So the rollout in general doesn't seem like it's gonna go well. Okay. So let's just take a look. So that was Sabrina in the current moment. And she's so looking forward to new ideas and projects and stuff in the future. So what I want to take a look at is with Sabrina and her album. I want to take a look at how is she going to feel, not right now about the rollout, but how is she going to really feel about the rollout? Like once it goes live and the pre-orders and the such, like, how is she going to feel? Like, what's like the future energy of her in the industry, like of her with the album rollout? 10 of Coins. She's going to feel pretty good. She's feeling really good about the album rollout and how things are going on. Why is this? Because the Six of Swords. She's looking at it's like, this is doing really good for like for like my name not being in the presses or things not being put out there. Because the Six of Swords to me is like, it's a lack of communication, it's a lack of direction, it's a lack of drive. She's gonna see that this is doing, like, I feel really good, and the industry is gonna have my back even if things aren't being put out there on the way. Because from a material influence here, it's like she was kind of balancing out. I think they trying like a new marketing tactic right now with her, and trying to like see like where does she fit in a niche, and like how do they do it, what should they do? Because like the Two of Coins here, it's like we're trying to balance out a couple different things. So it's like they could be trying a new business model to see how to market her. However, the unseen obstacles or the hopes and fears is the Six of Coins. There's a broken contract, there's a broken agreement, an equal exchange as well. Someone has been giving more into this than what they have gotten out of it. She's feeling good, but there's also like, how do we balance others' expectations versus my expectations due to this new marketing campaign it feels like that they're up to? Because right down here, the unseen obstacles with the Seven of Swords reversed, come on, we're getting caught doing something. We aren't getting away with things. We've gotten caught. Now we don't can be sneaky no more because the negative influence here, there is an emperor, there's a controller, there's someone who's like, I'm going to make you or break you. It feels like this is like a manager or the record executives or label executives being like, where's our money? Where's our money? We expected higher returns. This is someone who's, what I'm hearing, you're at a net loss. We can't keep running you at a net loss. And that's the big thing with Sabrina. They've been running Sabrina as a net loss, and it feels like she's only got 2 more years before she's cut down because you have not made us a profit at all. Or at least to the profit making margins we are expecting. Because what's going for her, she's in a lose-lose situation. There's swords coming at her, there's swords she wants to fight at, but in reality, like, she's going to win, they're going to win, she's going to lose, they're going to lose. No one's going to be a winner in this situation when it comes to her album rollout. Because here in the past, 8 of Coins, she worked really hard on this album. She worked really hard with the role, like, she worked really hard in the creation of it, maybe not so much in the promotion of it, but in the creation of the album itself, from the artistry to the songs to the discography to the placements to the imagery. She's like, this is something she's extremely proud of, but it's not something that we're talking about a ton, because here in the future, she's going to be upright and she's not going to be seeing reality. She's going to be forced to see life in a new perspective. She's going to be forced to see things for what they truly are, or who they truly are. I think there's also somebody she's going to be seeing who she truly is, like, huh? Who are you? So that's what I'm kind of seeing for her album rollout. Okay. So how is the industry feeling about the album rollout? Like, how is the industry feeling about the album rollout for Miss Sabrina Carpenter? How is the industry feeling when it comes to Sabrina Carpenter and this rollout of her album and the such? How are they gonna feel? She's a waste of time and money and effort. It's a bad investment. And here comes Little Nas again. He's shown up a couple times. Why? Because you're young, naive, you're silly. You aren't the imagery that we want. They're seeing her and this album rollout as a complete and utter failure. And they want to disconnect from her. They're like, we don't want to put more money into you. Because the hopes and fears, cut our losses, go towards somebody else. We're going to stop putting money in machines and stuff behind you. Because the unseen obstacle is that you aren't getting it. I don't know what it is about Sabrina right now that they aren't liking. But they're like, you aren't getting it. You aren't seeing what our vision is. What are you doing? Because again, the negative influence. There's a Queen of Cups here. Someone who's just emotional. Cancer, Scorpio, a Pisces, strong placements, who's just like, it's my way or the highway. Who is like being a gatekeeper for her in this industry? Because again, what's going for her? There's somebody who really likes her in the industry. They like her, but at the same time, they're like they're her hype man, but also her downfall. It's like, this is someone who really, really likes her, who has money, who puts it there, but they're not able to put their money where their mouth is anymore. They just keep losing money. Because I almost see this as there's somebody in the industry who really likes her, talks her up a real big game, but they have not been able to promise on the words that they've spoken. Because here in the past, the 5 of Cups, they're like, we were feeling heartbroken, we need to move on to the next person, place, or thing. But here in the future, there's the Queen of Wands reversed. Are they trying to go to someone who's maybe a little bit more who's more snooty, who's going to be a little bit more abrasive, like, with the Queen of Wands reversed, this is someone who's not going to be the nicest. This is like raunchy, going to put themselves out there, super unique, but still that white woman who's like kind of unique, who's willing to piss somebody off. Like, that's what this is giving me. Like, the industry wants to move on from her, in my opinion. Because at the bottom of it, yeah, it's like we're going to get our justice, we're going to get our contracts, we're going to get our money. There's something here where they want their money from this back and they're not getting it. So I don't know if this will be what's kind of the future looking like here for Sabrina Carpenter. I know she's doing that collab with Taylor, or she's like on one of the tracks with Taylor. So I mean, we can take a look at that really quick, but what's kind of going on? How is the song with Taylor and Sabrina going to be taken? Or what's kind of going on there between Taylor and Sabrina, and Sabrina being put on Taylor's album? Six of Wands. It's going to be really great exposure for her. Really great exposure due to healing of old wounds, old ways of doing things. Has Taylor given like Sabrina some really good advice for the industry? Because it feels like uh one, I think not everyone's going to like the song that Sabrina's on. I don't think people are going to like her on it. I think they're going to be like, "Well, why is she doing that song?" It doesn't make any sense. I also see that there's a discourse around the white woman stereotype when it comes to this song. People are being young, people are being naive, and people are just like, why this song? It makes no sense. I don't know why I'm seeing like a major snafu, or like with Sabrina's vocals, like they're like, yeah, this doesn't fit. Like, she should have not been on this song. Because the hopes and fears here with the moon, it's like, we're not telling you something. There's like, we don't want, there's something that somebody doesn't want. We're keeping secrets hidden from other people, places, and or things. Unseen obstacles, the Four of Swords. Someone wants to take Sabrina down. This is going to be like a career-ending moment for Sabrina. For some, like, maybe not a career-ending moment for Sabrina, but it's something that's going to kind of, we're going to need to put this to rest for certain. We're going to have to take a closer look at what's being said, how we're being marketed, what we're being featured on, and the such. Because the negative influence here is the Four of Coins. We gave you opportunity. We gave you money. There's like an overabundance of things. Like, we're going to give you all these things, and you got to learn how to say no to some things every once in a while. Because what's going for this collab, again, this is going to be a song with Sabrina and Taylor on it. No one's going to understand it. I also see this kind of being like, well, why did you give Sabrina those vocals or those lyrics? Because there's like a morose undertone to them that don't fit with Sabrina. And in that not fitting with Sabrina, it does confuse people of her branding and confuses people of Sabrina's stances on certain things. I see that her being on this song, one, the song she shouldn't be on, like, it doesn't fit her, and two, it just messes with her branding on what she was looking to promote out there. Because here in the past, yeah, it's like, I want to get out there, I want to do things, I want to get uncomfortable, I want to put myself out there, I want to experience different things. However, in the future, this is going to be a really bad career decision. This is like, the best way I can describe it with this collab, it's like Taylor has this song, Sabrina's on it, and we know Sabrina is trying to go on the more raunchy, like tongue-in-cheek, like she's showing her ass apparently on her album cover, like that's the direction she's wanting to go in. And then like in the song that she's doing with Taylor, she's like covered up, and she's like fitting like a stereotypical woman, like a woman with high collars. Like it's like the complete opposite of her branding, of what she's trying to do with her career. And that's what I'm seeing, and it kind of leads towards a bad investment again when it comes to Sabrina. I can't I can't get 100% around it, but it messes with the branding that Sabrina is trying to emulate. Another example that kind of comes to my mind is if you would put Shakira in, you would put Shakira in, and she's singing a song about love and death, and it's like a really slow ballady type of song, and then she's not like high energy. She's like almost swaying side to side in this long gown that's high covered or high necked, like a turtleneck, and long sleeves, and it's not super form fitting. That's the example that kind of comes to my mind, and it's not done to provoke the conversation. I don't know. That's what I'm kind of seeing. Okay, so now I want to take a look. What's kind of the future for Sabrina? What does Sabrina Carpenter's what's kind of coming up for her next? What can we kind of see coming up here for Miss Sabrina Carpenter next? Oh, we're fighting with words. Those are fighting words right there. Is she changing up her style even more? This is Amy Winehouse, which is saying one thing, doing another, breaking contracts. Some little manipulations here and there. Is she going smoky? Is she trying to go to a more smoky direction with her sound and her music? Because I see yes. Why is this? Because the King of Cups. Also, is there another relationship that she's bound to get into that's going to be not good for her? There's also seeming to be, with the King of Cups as well, there is a masculine figure around her who is manipulating her career in some way, and she's trying to be now rebellious to it. Also, wasn't she working with Jack Antonoff, or is that somebody different, or is that Chapel Roan? Because because I keep seeing his face in my mind. I really don't like this guy, but alas, different reading that was already done a while ago. But Page of Swords with the King of Cups, it's very much like I'm rebelling against somebody else's vision for me and decisions, because from a material influence she's going to get backstabbed, she's going to get betrayed. There are people in this industry who are not her friends that she thinks are her friends, because the hopes and fears here, the Ace of Wands, which is you're too much, but also it's like you're burning yourself out. You've burnt out your longevity, your shelf life. There's not going to be a lot of creativity or passion going in that direction with people supporting her. As the unseen obstacle is the devil. Again, does she, I don't know if she does, if she's a partier or things of the such, but it does seem like there is lots of negativity that she's going to be going through here in the future. Whether, I'm not sure how that's going to be showing up, but I do see this in the sense of partying, maybe some indulging of some heavy drinking, or things of the such, especially with this being Amy Winehouse here in the center too. It is giving me I gotta numb myself out to certain people, places, and or things, because she's gonna feel stuck. She's going to feel stuck in her career, what she's doing, how she's doing it, because no one's gonna give her an opportunity. Because what's going for her, the High Priestess reversed, she's not being her authentic self. She's not being her authentic self. She's not connecting up with her higher self and figuring out what her next direction is. Because here in the past, the Two of Swords, you leapt before you looked. You made a decision and it was a bad one. And then now here in the future, the Five of Coins. She has money coming to her in the far future. I will say that. She has an abundance of stuff coming to her in the far future. I'm kind of going back to my first Sabrina Carpenter reading I did, where I saw that she had a choice and decision to make with her career. She could either kind of piecemeal it out over a few years, and then she would have complete and utter control, and in the longevity she'd be so much happier. Or she could do it the shortcut way and go down a path that's just going to kind of try to rack them and stack them and burn them out. And what I'm seeing here is we've gone through the rack 'em and stack 'em and burning her out, where she's not going to be in a good spot, but give her I keep hearing the age 30, 32. Maybe it's the year 30 or 2032. Maybe it's when she turns 32. But I hear 32 is an important number for her. Uh, Either an important year, it could be an important uh, like age, or it could be like March 2nd or February 3rd is an important time for her, as it's like trying to progress herself forward and get her to a point where she's expressing herself and feels creative again in her singing and her branding and the such. That's what I'm seeing. But you know what? I'm totally open to being wrong about all this. And she's going to smash every single hit and album and stuff out there. But that's what I'm kind of seeing. So I hope y'all enjoyed. Feel free, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know your own thoughts, opinions, and ideas down below. Otherwise, thank you so very much for watching. If you want to book a personal reading with me or join YouTube members, you can do so using the website links down below. Otherwise, I really just want to say a great big thank you for watching, and I hope to see you all in the next one. So thank you, and bye.